Patrick McNeil back here with you at the intermission and continuing to spotlight local hockey programs around Cape Breton Island. Now we look to the north side and the Memorial Marauders high school team. We're joined by the head coach, Marc Lyle. Marc, before we zero in on the Marauders, just wanted to know your thoughts on the high school loop in the early part of the season.
Yeah, it's definitely competitive with all four teams. We're currently 0-3, but we've certainly been in every game, that's for sure. Kind of chalk that up to our youth movement for sure this year, but the compete is definitely there with our group. I know it's nice to see some close scores between all the other teams that have played each other so far as well.
From what I understand, similar to what we're seeing in the queue, you don't have any attendance limitations there as long as people come in are double vaccinated, wear masks and whatnot. I hear the crowds have been good. What have the numbers been like in the early part of the season in terms of drawing fans?
It's been awesome. It's been so great to have the fans back in the arenas, and hopefully it's going to stay that way. It's definitely made for a great atmosphere, and the kids are certainly feeding off that. I know our opening game over Member 2 was great, and then our home opener, not last Thursday, but prior to that against Glace Bay, it was just unreal, and the kids are definitely feeding off that energy.
This is your second year as head coach with the Marauders. How different are things this year in terms of day-to-day functioning? Obviously, it's different in terms of the amount of people you have in the stands,
Yep.
But is there any other differences between this year and last year?
Big time. The biggest challenge last year was we were only typically allowed in the rink. It depended on the venue you were going to. It could have been 30 minutes prior, 45 minutes prior. So this year, especially at home games, we've been arriving 2 hours prior. Gives us the ability to get back into routine, get the off-ice warm-up in at a certain time. Group meetings, stuff like that, to go over the game plan for that night. Last year, it was just a lot more rushed. So it's definitely beneficial to have a little more time to work with the group pregame for sure.
Looking at your team in this very competitive 4-team league, who are some key players to watch for on the Marauders this year? People are coming out to watch them.
Definitely got to look at a guy like Ryan McMullen. He's a grade 12 skilled high-end player. We also have Evan Fraser, another grade 12. Another guy, he's a young guy. He just graduated from the Cougars program, Dan Young. And definitely on the back end for us, we have our two seniors led by Mason Chapman and Jackson Ford. Very capable seniors. They're definitely leading the way on and off the ice with such a young group that we have this year.
The reason for us playing this interview now is because you guys are getting ready to host the Green and Gold tournament, which has become a staple. Obviously, last year that didn't happen, but I also wanted to look at your schedule throughout the year. Is Memorial and the other teams in Cape Breton looking to go away to compete in tournaments as well, or do you think it's going to be mostly just playing within Cape Breton Island?
We're actually confirmed for a couple of off-island tournaments. I believe in December, we're scheduled to go to Antigonish for a tournament. And then I believe in January, we're going to hit up Dartmouth for the City of Lakes tournament.
Sure, the players probably very excited to have a bit more of a normal year, right?
100%. Just their mood coming to the rink. It's different because they feel like there's a little more clarity looking ahead, and they feel like they really have something to play for now. They're looking at the away tournaments. They're excited for that. They're definitely excited for Green and Gold. Motivation's there right now for sure. They're getting pretty amped up for Thursday night's first game.
And that is what we wanted to talk about. I know it's not the tournament you envisioned, but you do have Dartmouth coming down, so I'm sure the guys are excited to play somebody other than the three local teams. Walk us through how this weekend's tournament's going to be structured.
Definitely nice to have an off-island team coming down. Give us and the other teams an idea what we're looking at in terms of teams off Cape Breton. But with COVID and short notice, finding out if we're able to get a local tournament in kind of tied things up. Unfortunately, we can only go with the 5, so everybody's going to play each other once in a round-robin format, and then what will happen is the top 2 teams in the round-robin will meet Sunday afternoon in the final.
We look forward to seeing, hopefully, a competitive tournament. It'll be exciting for Dartmouth as well, because they'll be getting to play all kinds of teams that they haven't seen in a while.
Exactly. Even for us, we haven't played everybody. We were still waiting to play Riverview, so it'll be nice for the boys to get to play everybody this weekend and see how the league's going to shape up moving forward.
I think there's probably always a little something extra to the Memorial Tournament because it is the first one of the year for the league, so everybody probably gets pretty fired up for that one.
Exactly. We're expecting everybody that's coming. They're going to be ready to go for sure.
What time does it all get started? When are the host teams' games?
So it gets underway Thursday. I believe the first game is at 6 p.m. I don't have the schedule in front of me, but I know Memorial is going to be playing Sydney Academy Thursday night, 7 or 8 p.m., I believe. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I apologize.
I assume Dartmouth probably coming in to start on Friday then, more than likely.
That's correct. They'd be starting Friday afternoon.
We wish you all the best in the tournament. Thanks for telling us all about it, and hopefully the high school league runs as smoothly this year as it can.
Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate it.
That's Marc Lyle. He's in his second year as the head coach of the Memorial Marauders, getting ready to host their annual Green and Gold tournament at the Emira Center in North Sydney this weekend. You're listening to the intermission of Uniglass Plus, K Breton Eagles Hockey, 1270 CJCB.